Presenting an intellectual argument such as this requires an opening monologue of definitions of the terms in question. I think it also helps the understanding of the topic for you, the audience. Devil fruits are the major power system in One Piece. Devil fruits are divided into 3 categories: Paramecia, Logias, and Zoans. Zoans are divided into 3 categories as well. Regular Zoans, which are defined by the animalistic characteristics of a regular creature. Ancient Zoans are defined by the same definition as a regular Zoan, but this time it only applies to creatures that are extinct, which means that they once existed in the One Piece world. On the flip side, mythical Zoans are defined as creatures that are based in lore or mystique. Their whole existence is conjured up in the mind. Hopefully that helps in prepping you guys for the upcoming discussion, because it's super important that you understand the definition of the zone classes. Now with that out the way, let's discuss. One of the most polarizing topic within the One Piece community is the discussion about what type of zone devil fruit that Kaido has. I am proud to be credited for making the claim on Brago Deity's stream that Kaido is by definition an ancient Zoan instead of a mythical Zoan that majority of the community perceive him to be. Now, for Kaido to be an ancient Zoan, dragon must have existed in One Piece at one point. Now, when did they actually existed? Let's discuss. Dragon existed in One Piece due to Oda confirming that Ryuma, the legendary samurai of Wano, existed in the same One Piece narrative because Oda made his one-shot monsters a part of the plot of One Piece. Monsters was created by Oda back in 1994 when the mangaka was fairly new to the manga industry. It is a part of Oda's volume collection entitled Wanted. In the one-shot monsters, it details the journey of Ryuma, the samurai who famously killed a dragon. Oda confirms that monster is a part of the One Piece canon story in SBS volume 47. The question asked by a fan that called Oda into action to confirm the joint canon venture between the One Piece story and the one-shot monsters was a question about Ryuma's identity by an intrigued fan due to watching the Chiller Bark arc. In Oda's answer, he made it clear without a shadow of a doubt that Ryuma's journey happened the same way in One Piece narrative such as it happened in the one-shot monsters. The only added detail that Oda included was the way in which Ryuma died, which he died by sickness and not in battle. The story of Ryuma in essence confirms the existence of dragon in One Piece. Oda also made Ryuma's sword Shusui famous for killing that dragon. Most of you might have already pieced the puzzle together as to why Kaido is an Asian Zoan by definition due to your own understanding of what I just narrated. However, this piece of crucial information must be said before I explain why Kaido is an Asian Zoan by definition of the narrative. Please be aware of this particular factor being exempt from my declaration due to it not being confirmed to be true by Oda. The exemption due to the lack of confirmation is the fact that Oda has never made a distinction between Western dragons and Eastern dragons. It is important to understand this factor because if there have been a confirmed declaration by Oda to make note of the difference in zoning class between an Eastern dragon and a Western dragon, then my argument about Kaido being an Asian Zoan by definition would not hold any validity, because you could easily argue that because he's an Eastern dragon, Oda have set aside a mythical class for him instead of grouping him in the same class as a Western dragon. The dragon that Ryuma killed deeply resembled a Western dragon, so that argument of distinction could have been made. Please remember that this information have not been confirmed, and as a result, we are to assume until proven otherwise that all dragons are classed under the same zone type, including Kaido. So don't comment about this possible distinction. Kaido has been confirmed by Kinemon to have the power to transform into a dragon. That insinuates that the only version of Kaido in his regular non-changeable form was what he was when he was first birthed. The only power that could allow Kaido to transform into a dragon is obviously a devil fruit. Coupling that knowledge with the previous established information about dragon already existing in One Piece and thus would be classified as an ancient Zoan, it's only logical to conclude that Kaido is an ancient Zoan by definition and not a mythical Zoan as we assume it would be. In conclusion, I would like to add something to oppose my own argument. By definition, Kaido is an ancient Zoan. We've already established that. But that could change if Oda in the future came out and made a statement that Kaido is a special version of dragons, hence is mythical. That possibility exists, and quite frankly, I would love that. I do believe it benefits the story from a continuity standpoint for Kaido to be a mythical Zoan because it continues the trend of the strongest characters in the series all standing out in terms of powers from the rest. Kaido is dubbed the strongest beast or the king of beasts, so it makes sense for him to be a special kind of beast who boasts the strongest attributes. A dragon fits that quite nicely, a mythical one at that. It is very important for us content creators in the One Piece community to present different perspectives and findings in order to keep the conversation honest around various different topics, and I will make sure that I do that to my best ability. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, then consider becoming a subscriber. But with that being said, Lando checking out.